from Mike DeShazur, Mikedeshazor from Instagram. Mike DeShazur. I'm sure I'm saying that incorrectly, but I tried. And the question is, what does it take to get over the fear of failure and the fear of success to push yourself to the next level? God bless you, Mike. That's a great question, and it really ties into the purpose of life. This is going to be a very spiritual answer, really. Faith is what you do when you don't have all the facts, and success is going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. And I take no for vitamins. I just get over it, around it, through it. I'm going to get to it. No one's going to stop me from getting to where I want to be and my destiny that God gave, everybody their own fingerprints. No one has the fingerprints that you have. I'm God's child. And there's a destiny for me. There's a meaning and a purpose for me, and I'm going to go find it. And I say in my book, Love Leadership, I just wrote my 6th book, Financial Literacy for All, which is a bestseller, and you should get it. It deals with a lot of issues of sort of ingrained confidence or acquired confidence. But my first book, I remember writing about courage, and I remember saying that courage is nothing more than your faith reaching through your fear, displaying itself as action in your life. That faith is nothing more than your faith reaching through your fear, displaying itself as action in your life. I talk a lot about self-esteem on this podcast, and that wealth is a mindset, right? And there's 3 types of mindset. There's a surviving mindset, there's a thriving mindset, and there's a winning mindset, right? And winners are builders. Well, a surviving mindset means you're an expert at what you're against, not what you're for, right? And you got a closed fist versus an open hand, that you want to fight from the shoulders down versus the neck up, that you're, and you're depressed probably, and you got to get your mind right. You got to start fighting from the neck up. You got to start being smart, and you have to have self-esteem, and so it's a journey of becoming over time just sort of comfortable, reasonably comfortable in your own skin, and conquering your fears. The first play to conquer your fears is to admit you've got them. And so by you just answering this question, it was very courageous, and I'm very proud of you, because that's the start. You got to acknowledge that you have fears, that you have insecurities, you got things to solve. There's 3 ways to live. There's suicide, die physically, or you can die spiritually. You can be alive and dead. The most dangerous person is a person with no hope, right? And then there's coping, which is most people are doing, and then there's healing. And the very fact that you're asking this question suggests that you're on a route to healing. Go to my Instagram, I believe it was. I did it on my Instagram, where I talk about this comedian who was teased and harassed by people in his neighborhood. He grew up in a poor neighborhood. And whenever he went there as just successful, people, who you think you are? You trying to be white, whatever that means. Just sort of talking down to him. But whenever he was on drugs or screwing up or falling down, all of a sudden, everybody wants to be his friend. They want to, oh, yo, man, I got you, brother. We're going to come up. Because they can relate to his failures, but they can't relate to his successes, right? So everybody wants to get to heaven. Nobody wants to die to get there. People admire eagles, but they also resent them. And eagles don't fly in packs. You've never seen a flock of eagles. But you've seen buzzards. Buzzards are low-altitude birds. They're always shooting at eagles. And turkeys got wings and can't fly. Okay, so you got to watch who you hang around and watch the toxicity that you allow yourself to be around. And remember that if you hang around 9 broke people, you'll be the 10th. So you can't take everybody with you. You might find that when you become successful, you are alone. I often say that as my world has gotten bigger, my circle has gotten smaller. I've over-answered the question, but it's a good one. Just stay up, Mike, and stay on your grind and stay focused, and let the world come to you, because they will. You've never seen an ugly billionaire. People teased me when I was coming up. They're not teasing me anymore. They're asking me for jobs and contracts. Okay, John O'Brien, I'm out.